Show of hands, who here's in middle school? Good luck out there, troops. By the time this video is out, I'm probably starting my senior year of high school, which is a bit scary. 1 minute I'm a freshman fresh out of quarantine, and the next I'm almost done with high school. Wait, no. I don't know how to adult yet. I'm not ready! I think there's two high school mindsets. You either like it, or you hate it, and there's no in between. And I'm on the like it side. I think it's because I've never had a class or teacher that I didn't like. If someone asks me, oh, who's your least favorite teacher? I have to think about it for a bit. Maybe I'm just too optimistic. Speaking of my classes, let's talk about one. Art. Breaking news! An animator takes art class! Yeah, I know, cliche, but art is my favorite class. Probably because there's no homework, and I just get to sit there doing one of my favorite hobbies for an hour and a half. Woo! My art teacher we will call Mr. Ford, because he likes trucks. Mr. Ford is my favorite teacher. He's a pretty chill guy. Basically, as long as you're working on art, he's cool with you chatting with the people at your table and listening to music. And for those of us who only have 3 albums that they've thoroughly listened to on repeat, or forgot our headphones, he'll always have some focus music playing. My favorite is when he plays Minecraft music. Mr. Ford is a pretty open-minded art teacher and supports almost anything you want to do, and if he doesn't understand something, he'll ask. He mainly only gives help when you ask for it, but if you do, he'll respond somewhere within constructive criticism to taking the wheel, or brush more likely, for a few, and fix a specific problem for you, with your permission of course. His classroom is a very chill place. It rarely ever gets loud in there. And if it does, instead of yelling to get everyone's attention, he has a wind chime that he'll ring and everyone knows it's a signal to stop talking and look his way. He's also quite talkative, but only if you start the conversation first. Much like me. Alright, story time! During my freshman year, we were sitting in class. I forget what unit we were on, but I was sitting there zoning out and drawing away when... Oh, the girl at the table in front of me had passed out. And to make it worse, we have those round, tall chairs with a ring around the legs. Editor Galaxy here. Stool. That's called a stool. And she was scooched away from the table, and her feet were behind the hoop. She face-planted on the hard floor. Ouch. I actually don't remember what happened after that. I know the nurse came up and checked her out, and I think she went home. Pretty sure she ended up being fine. Another time, sophomore year, we were in our clay unit and another girl was trying to glaze one of her projects. Glaze is basically glass paint. You paint it on, fire it, and it comes out coated in nice smooth glass. Ooh, shiny. But in its liquid form, sometimes you gotta shake it. Well, this was one of those times, and a thing to keep in mind when you're shaking a bottle is you have to make sure the cap is on correctly because... Well, 'cause of that. Yeah, so that was a mess. Thankfully, glaze comes off with just water. Back to freshman year, we were doing my first clay unit, and each project was based off a clay technique. This one was what Mr. Ford calls pinch and pour. Make a picture of some short by pinching the clay into the desired shape. I didn't like this project. This was my first time using professional clay, and this method was not working for me. My picture came out more looking like a very badly designed gravy holder. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. I got the grade and shoved it into my swim bag to take home with me. Yes, freshman year I was on the swim team, but that's a story for another day. Later in the day I went to my locker and carelessly dropped the bag on the ground and heard the fateful... Yeah, I broke it. But I wasn't very upset about it and just threw the pieces away. I'm looking at this script and I didn't mention the train. I won a Best of Division ribbon for that train. How could I forget the train? The train was a project we did in Art 1 towards the end of the year. It was a perspective project that Mr. Ford walked us through step by step, at least for the sketching portion. And here it is. I have several criticisms, but we're not gonna get into those. Except that grass. That grass was the bane of my existence, and I hate it. Imagine just doing this for hours. Yay! Oh! The red glaze. That stuff stank. I don't know why, but there was a specific red glaze that just smelt horrible, like rotten eggs, horrible. Avoid red glaze at all costs. Mr. Ford does this thing called the Chalk Art Festival at the end of the year, when we basically have a yearbook day. Basically, you sign up, get a partner, he gives you a big chalkboard, and you draw whatever you want to show off to the rest of the school, while all the other suckers are stuck switching through 20-minute classes. I finally did it this year and partnered with my friend who we will call... Bubbles! Bubbles is cool, funny, super nice, great artist. She watches my videos. Hi, Bubbles, you know who you are. Anyway, we partnered up and decided we were gonna draw our favorite FNAF characters. I think you can guess who I did. But here's a picture. We had chalk everywhere by the end of it. I looked like I was transforming into a Smurf. In conclusion, art class gets a 10 out of 10. A+, would recommend. Hey, welcome to the end card of my annual storytime video. At least that's what it seems like. You know, I think I need to put a hold on making videos that have a clear time limit on them, because this is the second time I've posted an animation on a specific topic after that topic has expired in relevancy. Because, you know, I keep thinking I'll have it done by a certain time, and then life happens, and here we are. This video was kind of put on the back burner for so long, because, you know, school has been my top priority, that the way I draw, my persona changed, as you can see in the little GIF I have going. But in order to stay consistent, I still finished the video in my older style, at least for the obvious stuff. One more thing I'd like to mention, this end card is going to be really long, but last summer my TikTok account got banned. For really no reason. The reason they gave me was that I was underaged, but that's just not true. But yeah, it is what it is, but I do have a new TikTok account. I do post a lot more often over there. I don't really post gacha animations anymore, it's mostly 2D animation, a lot of which is related to There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension, because yes, I am still on that obsession. Anyway, the majority of you guys that are subscribed here most likely found me through TikTok, so if you're interested in any of my other stuff, that's where most of it will be. Hope everyone's having a great summer. I'd say I'll try to post more, but I say that every time, and then look what happens. Thank you for staying this long and listening to me yap. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you hopefully within a reasonable amount of time.